All right, I'm watching the Andy Neary podcast with my guy Luke, and my name gets dropped in here, so let's watch this together.
To that point, though, I coach a guy down in Louisiana, Justin Burgess, who's doing a great job with his content.
Yeah.
And we just had a conversation the other day in his coaching session. I said, man, because he posts a lot of he does a lot of CrossFit.
Yeah.
And he's lost 70 pounds in the last couple of years. And a lot of people would be like, why does he keep posting? I'm like, well, tell me what your buyer looks like. Tell me what your ideal prospect looks like. Is he a guy? Yeah, most likely. How old is he? He's probably 35 to 45 decision maker. Okay. Is he into CrossFit and fitness? Yeah. I said, so keep posting it because guess who it's going to attract?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Luke. Luke, I love what you're doing over at Forum. I've had the pleasure of talking with you multiple times, and I really think what you're doing is bringing value to your employer clients as well as the broker community. But a quick shout out to myself. So the reason I post my CrossFit content is I realize there's a lot of people like me that have the same interests, but they don't share it as much on LinkedIn or other platforms. And the reason I enjoy CrossFit is, look, the insurance industry is so stressful. You're literally dealing with problems all day long. You're dealing with large increases. You're dealing with pharmacy issues. And for that hour of day that I just get to clear my head and talk to real people that's not in the insurance business, it's very rewarding. And I made a lot of friends through that as well. And a lot of my HR directors, we talk about mental health and how can we help employees, but we don't talk about how we can help ourselves. And as leaders or as senior professionals in this business, we're just so used to working and churning that we don't really get to focus on ourselves, or even we're eating lunch at our desk, or we're just go and take that call outside and go for a walk. So that's my message to people right now is, look, whatever industry you're in, take a second for yourself and just take a little break. If it's 30, 40 minutes a day where you're going outside, you're just getting a quick exercise in. For me, I do it with my family. We go on a 3-mile walk around Bayou St. John, and we do it at least 2 to 3 times a week. So that's my message to employers. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate y'all. Cheers.